If you think moving to Greenville, South Carolina is as simple as we're gonna pick a good school and we will be all set for our family, that's exactly how families make the wrong decision before they even realize it. Because in the Upstate, schools are not just about ratings. They shape your kids' friends, they shape your kids' confidence, their opportunities, your daily schedule, your stress level, basically your entire life. I'm Jeffrey Sublett with Remax Reach here in Greenville, South Carolina. I've lived this personally. When we moved here, we didn't know a single soul, no network, no system, no clue which schools would actually fit my 16-year-old daughter at the time. Ended up in Mauldin High School, right down the road from our office. And that decision didn't start with rankings or data. It started because she met some friends at a Young Life camp, which was next level. And it was that one connection that changed everything. Now, 3 years later, I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly, and how all of this plays out for families relocating here because I've lived through it. I get a little bit emotional because my daughter is succeeding at life right now. Woo, I do get emotional. Sorry. If you got kids, this is the video for you. Before you buy anything, let's start where people get it wrong and they chase the best school. And that question sounds super smart, but it's actually backwards because in Greenville County schools, it's not just basic zoning here. Trust me, this is one of the largest districts in the state, and it's built with layers, and you've got magnet schools. There's an international baccalaureate program. People are moving here from all over, career centers, fine arts centers. There's a CTE Innovation Center, Roper Mountain Science Center also. Advanced academic tracks, multiple dual enrollment. This is not just show up and go to class type schools. This is a system where you can go into engineering, healthcare, business, trade, the arts, or maybe even athletics with Clemson being right down the road, if you know how to navigate it. And here's the headline that most people miss. Greenville County schools just hit a 90.6 graduation percentage rate. That's the highest in the district's history. AP exam passing was over 72%. And schools like Mauldin High School right down the road, Travelers Rest, Mountain Town are pushing in the high 80s on AP success as well. This means that your kids are not just graduating, your kids are graduating with real college level experience before they leave high school. Let's get extremely specific because here's where families either win or lose. JL Mann School is a perfect example. It's not just a good school. It has the Academy of Math, Science, and Technology. This is literally a direct pipeline into engineering and medical fields plus business, high-level careers that we are surrounded by with Michelin, Goodyear, Isuzu, Lockheed Martin. Next up is Greer High School. It runs an international baccalaureate program that's globally recognized. That is college credit. That's rigor. And on top of that, they have AP classes, dual enrollment for Greenville Technical College, plus Clemson. All right. Service learning, agricultural programs like FHA that's an extremely well-rounded system. Now, moving on to Riverside High School. This is one that surprises a lot of people. Over 88% of graduates are considered college and career ready when they go to Riverside High School. They have an emergency medical services program right in the high school where students can literally graduate high school with an EMT level experience, CPR certification, and real exposure to the healthcare fields with Prisma Health, Bon Secours, and St. Francis right here in the Upstate. This isn't a theory. This is literally your kid can walk out of high school already on a career path. Like, whoa, that's pretty game changer right there. Now let's step over to Spartanburg for a second, because if you're comparing areas, this one matters. Trust me. Dorman High School, huge. It is a beast. Everyone knows it's for its sports, but academically, it has a full STEM program where students can actually earn a STEM diploma. That's 11 credits towards college with science, technology, engineering, and math. And they also have an engineering coursework right there in the high school. I mean, this is next level. That's pre-career training. People ask me, are schools good here in the Upstate? The answer is that they're not just good, they're layered good. And if you don't understand those layers, you're leaving opportunity all over the table for you and your family. Now let's switch over to private schools. This is where things get really interesting. Christ Church Episcopal School is one of the strongest academic plays in the Upstate. It's a smaller environment, yes, but they're offering digital media, computer science, robotics, pre-engineering programs. They even have drone technology. They've got an AP, IB, and access to global online courses right there at Christ Episcopal Church. Not to mention their sporting team, their football, shout out to Coach. That's not just smaller classrooms and smaller sports teams, that's targeted development. Okay, the next one is Southside Christian School. It's a completely different angle. It's over off of Woodruff Road. It's more structured, it's more faith-based, heavy on college prep. They focus on mentoring and advising. They're known for a strong college acceptance track. Plus, their fine arts programs are extremely deep. They have a massive band, a great choir, drama, and visual arts. So again, it's not better or worse. They're all a little bit different. This is where families start making smarter decisions. Because if you're going to go to a public school, you're buying into a zone. Eastside, Five Forks, Riverside, those areas are in high demand for a reason, but also means higher home prices, more competition, and honestly, more traffic. I live in Five Forks right now, but my daughter's sanctioned for zoned for Mauldin High School. Sometimes they're a little confusing. And if you go private, now everything opens up. You've got Simpsonville, Mauldin, you can go all the way down to Powdersville, even more rural areas. You can get more house, more land, and sometimes for you and your family, more flexibility because you're not tied to a specific school zone. Same budget, completely different lifestyles from Five Forks to Powdersville, okay? Now, let's talk about sports because yes, that does matter. It's not the whole story. South Carolina's top level is 5A. Now, some of the schools are moving towards 6A, some of the areas, but your biggest schools competing right now are Barnes, Dorman, Riverside, Hillcrest, Greer, big programs, big exposure, real competition. Here's the reality that nobody is telling you. Big schools also mean a big competition for your kid. Your kid might not be able to stand out where they're coming from. And now they're fighting just to get on the field. And statistically, only about 2% of high school athletes make it to Division I, like a Clemson school. Yes, I said 2%. I know, that's a little crazy. So the goal shouldn't be we need the biggest program. The goal should be where will your kid actually develop as a leader, as a player, and grow as a person. Because sometimes the better move is a smaller program where they're gonna get more reps, more opportunity, more confidence, more leadership, more discipline, literally quite real development. And that applies academically as well, not just on the sports field. Some kids thrive in big competition environments and others can get lost. So that is something that you and your family are going to need to talk about. Some need structure, some need small. My daughter needed smaller classrooms in some of them, and so we had to get some special help for her, more attention. Others want challenges to be surrounded by top performers and want to compete at the highest level. There's no one size fits all type answer. And the biggest mistake I see people make is families pick the house first and they try to make the school work around it. afterwards. And basically this is backwards. And we should be building the life first. Well, what does your kid need socially? What does your kid need academically? Do they want sports at a high level, or is it just to build connection and community? Do they need opportunity and exposure because they're going to college and they want that D1 scholarship? Do you want space or flexibility, or are you okay with paying more for a certain location to get your kid into a certain school? Because once you buy, you're kind of locked in for a year or two at least, okay? And I've seen families get this right, and I've also seen families get this wrong as well. I'm not coming at this like some outside expert throwing stats at you. I've lived it, I've breathed it, I get emotional over it, honestly. I mean, we moved out here knowing nobody, and my daughter found her footing through relationships first. It was specifically through the Young Life Camp, and that led her to the right school environment. And that's how this life actually works in real life. I mean, the truth is the Upstate is not just producing athletes, it's producing engineers, business leaders, healthcare workers, tradespeople, artists, and yes, also high-level athletes going to major colleges in the area. The Gamecocks, University of South Columbia, an hour and a half, and Clemson, 45 minutes away. But you have to match the system to whatever your kid needs and whatever your kid wants. And if you're moving to Greenville and Spartanburg area in the upstate of South Carolina, the school matters. Trust me, the school matters. I'll help you break this down before you make a decision. Public versus private, big schools versus small schools, academics, sports, lifestyle, your commute, your life, your stress, the whole 9 yards, not just where you live, but how you set your family up to win once you get here. Because it's not just about buying a house. This is about choosing the next 5 to 10 years of your life and your kid's life. And that decision matters more than anything else you're about to do. So give me a call. My number's on the screen. I'm Jeffrey Sublett with Remax Reach right here in Mauldin in the Greenville, South Carolina upstate. I've lived it. I know I might have gotten a little emotional on this. It's only because I went through, man, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We live in Five Forks, and my daughter is in Mauldin High School because of the zonings. And we had some of the highest of highs and some of the lowest of lows. And it was things that I learned along the way that I'm here to help you not make some of the same mistakes I made, and I'm here to help you make some of the same wins that I make. Give me a call or a text. Thank you so much. Have a great day.